Okay, let's continue some more principles in marriage. In any horoscope, in between Jupiter and Venus, Ketu is hammered in between Jupiter and Venus. So Ketu is a separation. It will separate the native and his wife. So the native is Jupiter and wife is here Venus. So Venus can be also here in the place of Jupiter, and Jupiter can be in the place of Venus. So they can be vice versa. So Jupiter Venus or Venus Jupiter. If Ketu comes in between Jupiter and Venus, the native will be separated with his wife. This is also one principle for separation. And many people will ask one question, that is, will I get married or not? Will I get married or not? Will I get married or not? So simply you understand this principle. If Venus has Rahu in the second house, if Venus has Rahu in the second house, the natives will not have marriage, no marriage. But Jupiter aspects, if Jupiter aspects, then this dosha will be warded off. If Jupiter aspects, this dosha will be warded off. Simple principle I am giving for no marriage. If Venus has Rahu in the second house or in the sixth house or in the 10th house. If Venus has in the Rahu in the second house or sixth house or 10th house, so second house direction, this is second house direction. If Venus has Rahu in the second house or second house direction, 2, 6, 10, the native will not get marriage, no marriage. If at all Jupiter aspects Venus, this dosha will be warded off, but marriage may be held in between 32 years to 46 years or 48 years. So it will be too much delayed. But if they do remedies, marriage may take place early also. So that's why we have to suggest some remedies based on this. So we will discuss remedies later. Here only we are discussing principles only. So no marriage yoga is very simple. From Venus, Rahu is in the second house or sixth house or 12th house. Oh, sorry, sixth house, 10th house. Rahu is in the second house. From Venus, this is the Venus. From Venus, Rahu should be in the second house or sixth house or in the 10th house. So we have to check this. From Venus, Rahu is in the second house, sixth house, 10th house, then there will be no marriage yoga. And if at all Jupiter aspects, the native may get marriage, but it will be delayed, too much delay. After 32, it may be 36, 40 or 42, 48 like that. But we have to check here, Jupiter is aspecting or not, Venus. And one more thing. If at all Jupiter and Venus are in Sastashtaka houses, so from Jupiter, this is also first rule, of course, first diversion rule. So from Jupiter, Venus is in 4th house, 6th house, 8th house, 12th house. Already we have discussed. Anyhow, separately we are discussing this principle. From Jupiter, Venus is in the 6th house, and from Venus, Jupiter will be in the 8th house. This is called 6th and 8th house combination, Sastashtaka. Then there will be no marriage, or if at all they are married, they will be divorced. No marriage yoga or divorce yoga. From Jupiter, Venus, we have to check. And for
Sir, as per this rule, if Jupiter is a retro, then this rule will be applied or not?
Yes. Then it will aspect Venus. Then it will aspect Venus. I am talking about when you are taking only the 7th rule principle, then you consider only Jupiter in the 1st house only. Don't go back a previous house. You are right. And now
it means in this rule, if Jupiter is a retro, then marriage can take place.
Yes, marriage can take place.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. For no marriage yoga, I am giving you some examples. And famous personality is our former President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay. The rule what I have told you is from Venus, you have to first mark Venus is the 1st house. From Venus, Rahu is in the 2nd house, not in the 1st house. I am talking about only 2nd house. And 6th house, or in the 10th house. No marriage yoga. But Jupiter aspects, the native will get marriage again, but it will be late. Here we have to check now, Jupiter is aspecting Venus or not? No, Jupiter is not aspecting Venus. So from Jupiter, Venus will be 4th house. So Venus is not in the 5th house. Okay, Venus is in the 4th house. From Jupiter, Venus is in the 4th house, 6th house, 8th house, 10th house, 12th house. There will be no marriage. That is already we have discussed. No marriage or separation. But here, no marriage we are talking. From Venus, you have to check where Venus is. From Venus in male horoscope, 2nd house, 6th house or 10th house. If Rahu is occupied, there will be no marriage. You see the wonder here. Many people will ask, sir, you are not taking Lagna. Same people born in the same day or in the same week also, Venus will be same there and Jupiter will be there for 1 month. Venus will be same combination will be there. But you are telling all the this 1 month people will not get married. Of course. So let us see some example. This is the birth date of 15/10/31. Now I will give you the same date of birth, but 12/10/1931. That is the horoscope of our Reverend Guru, Astrology Guru. You know, it is needless to introduce K.N. Rao, head of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Great man.
Yes. You see here, in this horoscope from Venus, 2nd house and 6th house and 10th house, there is Rahu, the same direction, that direction, 2nd house direction. Rahu is here. So that's why this man is also did not get married. This man is also did not get married, bachelor like Abdul Kalam. But the difference is 2 days. Abdul Kalam is smaller than K.N. Rao. So he is 2 days smaller. So Abdul Kalam was born on 15th, K.N. Rao ji born on 12th. The wonder you see here, both did get government jobs. So he is an IPS officer, K.N. Rao, and Abdul Kalam was a scientist. Both are government related jobs. And both worked on stars. But here APJ Abdul Kalam, a missile man and studied astronomy, and K.N. Rao studied astrology. That is the difference. That is a wonder. One is a spiritual person, another one is a scientific person. That is the difference. Both are bachelor. Both are in government job. But due to some combinations, you see this man, who is he? Abdul Kalam became that highest post president of India. But both are in the government jobs. That is Purva Janma Karma. There are some special lines on our palm, though we are born on the same date. So there may be one person may be some higher post than the other person. That depends on the lines formed on our palm. That is our Purva Janma Karma. But most of the instances will be similar, no doubt. And now, one more example. Let us see. No marriage. Wow. Yogi Adityanath. So, in this horoscope, Yogi Adityanath. From Venus, let us take Jupiter. From Jupiter, 7th house lord is Venus. Venus is connected to which planet? Rahu. As we discussed earlier, if 7th house lord is connected to Rahu or Ketu, there will be no marriage or marital disturbance. And in the similar way, let us take Venus. Venus is 7th house lord, that is moon. And moon is here, in the same direction again Rahu is there. And moreover, Venus is enemy to moon. So that's why 7th house lord from Venus is also conjoined with Rahu. So Rahu aspects 159 other than 7. So that's why here from Jupiter 7th house lord is connected to Rahu. From Venus 7th house lord is also connected to Rahu. So moreover, here wonderful sannyas yoga is here. First we have to check this sannyas yoga. Jupiter is here connected to Mars and Ketu in the same direction 159. This is the first house and 5th house and 9th house, same direction. And opposite Saturn is aspecting and moon is also aspecting. So moon is generally Saturn, Mars, Ketu, sannyas yoga, and moon is traveling. So traveling sannyasi like that. So whatever it may be, sannyasi generally travels and preaches things, because Mercury is also there. So he is highly intellectual, and he is a monk and a Peetadipati and now CM. So how he became CM, we will discuss in preparation. We will discuss later. Here we are at, you will get confused. Only we are confined to, let's confine to only marriage here. So Jupiter is connected to Saturn, Mars, Ketu and moon. The native will become sannyasi. And moreover, Venus 7th house lord is connected to Rahu, and Jupiter's 7th house lord is also connected to Rahu. That's why he is a sannyasi. This is sannyasi yoga. So for sannyasis, we have to check this yoga, because Yogi Adityanath is sannyasi. Vedadipati. That's why we are checking here. Sannyas yoga is there or not? Sannyas yoga is Jupiter plus Saturn plus Mars plus Ketu. That is sannyas yoga.
Sir, I have one query in this chart.
Yeah. Yes.
Sir, in traditional astrology, Shukra Rahu Sanyog, Shukra Rahu Yuti is not considered very good. Some says that it is loose character yoga or somewhat. Okay. And in this chart, Shukra Rahu Yuti is there.
Yes.
Okay. And we all very well know about Yogi Adityanath, that he's very spiritual person, and
you have to understand
no one
here.
can.
Yeah. You have to understand one thing here. So whenever 7th house lord from even ascendant also. Even here you see the ascendant is Karkataka. From here, 7th house lord is with Rahu. So whenever Venus is with Rahu or Ketu, the 7th house lord from ascendant is also denotes the same thing. No marriage, nothing, and disturbances, medical disturbances like that. So at the same time, this yoga is there. So that is sannyas yoga is there. Yeah, you are telling that he has illicit relations or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but
The
because
moon is also in trine, sir, with like Saturn.
yeah, but here Jupiter is here connected to Saturn, Mars, and Ketu. When Jupiter, the native, is connected to Mars and Ketu Saturn, he will become only sannyasi. He will become only sannyasi.
Okay. Okay. And one thing, Jupiter and Mercury are together. So, do
Intelligent.
this represents some kind of astrology, kind of instincts?
No, here Jupiter is here Vedic knowledge. Mercury and Ketu in the same. So this is the combination Mercury, Ketu, and Mars. This combination is actually Jupiter is connected to Mercury. Mercury is actually knowledge. Which knowledge he will have? Jupiter and Ketu, Mars. So this is the knowledge. So here Jupiter and Ketu both are spiritual knowledge. The planet Mercury denotes particular subjects. So Jupiter is here like a Sanskrit and Sanskrit knowledge, or you see spiritual knowledge. So Jupiter is spiritual and Ketu. Jupiter Ketu combination gives spiritual knowledge.
ओके सर, अगर किसी ने मान लीजिए ट्रेडिशनल एस्ट्रोलॉजी अगर पढ़ा हो और ट्रेडिशनल एस्ट्रोलॉजी में वो शुक्र राहु का अगर वो देखता है, यहाँ पर कॉम्बिनेशन देखता है शुक्र एंड राहु का,
you see even in BNN also Venus, Rahu, Moon are in the same direction. The native will have illicit relations, but the thing is here you have to consider his monkship. Understand? So once he renunces, though there are combinations, he will come out of them. That is here we have to understand.
ओके नहीं, मैं ये कहना चाहता था, इन बीएनएन वीनस राहु मींस नो मैरिज, लेकिन ट्रेडिशनल में जस्ट इसका अपोजिट सा ही हो जाता है
ऑलमोस्ट। No. Venus Rahu is not no marriage. 7th house.
Yeah, it is not no marriage. It is in fact wealth also, sir. Lust of wealth.
Yes. Here from Jupiter 7th house lord, or from Venus 7th house lord, from even Vedic astrology also 7th house lord is connected to Rahu Ketu. Here you see 7th house lord is Saturn, and Saturn is connected to Rahu here in the same direction. So even from Vedic astrology, from ascendant 7th house lord is Saturn. Saturn is connected to Rahu in the same direction. So that's why, so no marriage here.
Okay. There are multiple combinations for no marriage in this chart.
Yeah.
Okay. ठीक, fine sir.
So what about, sir, multiple marriages, sir?
Yeah, we will discuss in another session. We will discuss first we have to complete marriage for both male and female, and then we will go for multiple marriage. That takes two classes.
Okay. So I have a question, sir. It's a basic question I have.
Yeah.
And I was seeing your videos on YouTube. So the transits or whatever we consider for any planets, when we are considering a chart from Nadi point of view, it will be always 159 only we will take. I mean to say, like Saturn is like the 10th aspect in the Parashari system.
No.
So now it is going to Aquarius.
Yes, only 159, 3711.
Okay.
Not only 159, 3711 also we will consider. Not a 10th. Not only for Saturn, all planets. So every planet has 159, 36, 11, 3711. And Rahu Ketu will have only 159 to 610. That is the
No,
difference.
I understand, sir. But
Yeah.
actually, now like the Saturn is coming to Aquarius, so in Parashari way, like it is 3, 7, 10.
Yeah,
So
that
when
is
I'm
okay. But in Nadi, now Saturn is here. Narendra Modi horoscope, you see, from this February, third house and fifth house and seventh house and ninth house and 11th house. Okay. Now
okay, sir.
Saturn is aspecting Saturn, and work tension will be there, and Venus is here financially. That's okay. And on Jupiter, Saturn is on Jupiter, so that will be good. And but Jupiter is also retro for the last 2 years, last 2.5 years also Saturn is on Jupiter. That's why, though there are disturbances, he could manage. Why he had disturbances? So due to Corona or whatever it may be. You see, in the second term is not good because Saturn last term. So for the last 2.5 years, Saturn was aspecting Ketu. So that's why there were disturbances for him. So it may be Corona, due to Corona or whatever it may be, and financial situation in India, whatever it may be. So because Saturn was aspecting Ketu there, so there were always disturbances. Now, so he will overcome after January. He will overcome all these disturbances, and he will rise once again, because Saturn is now going on again Jupiter, and at the same time it will aspect Venus. Okay, let's not discuss transit on all these things. We will disturb, confuse. So now let us stick to marriage. So now Jupiter is aspecting Venus. That is okay. The Narendra Modi got married early and at the age of 17 or 18 or like that. So anyhow, why he was here got his marriage? So from Jupiter, you see, from Jupiter, the seventh house lord Sun is with Ketu. From Jupiter, Jupiter is the first house, and seventh house is here, Leo, and Leo, one of Leo is Sun. Sun is with Ketu. Okay, this rule is here. And next, from Venus. From Venus, seventh house lord is Saturn. Saturn is again with the Venus in the first house only, but and in the second house, Ketu is moving towards Saturn. Ketu is always retro. That's why Ketu is supposed to be in the 12th house also. That's why from Venus, the seventh house lord Saturn is also connected to Ketu. That's why this rule is also applied here. And moreover, the third rule here you see, Venus has Ketu in the second house. From Venus, Ketu is in the first house, second house, fifth house, or sixth house, or ninth house, 10th house. Then what will happen? The native will be separated with his wife, or he may be divorced or separated. So why Narendra Modi is separated with his wife? That is because Venus has Ketu in the second house. And moreover, Venus' seventh house lord is also connected to Ketu, and Jupiter's seventh house lord is also connected to Ketu. That's why he was separated with his wife. And moreover, Jupiter is aspecting Venus, but why he is separated? So Jupiter is retro. So when Jupiter is retro, it goes to previous house. So Jupiter does not aspect Venus now. So here sixth and eighth house combination, first Ashtaka combination, as Jupiter is retro. So that's why, though he is married. So you may ask why he is married? Because Jupiter is aspecting Venus. Why he is separated? Because Jupiter is retro and it is not aspecting Venus. But okay, Jupiter is, whether it is retro or not, that is a different question. Seventh house lord is connected to Ketu from Venus, and from Jupiter, seventh house lord is connected to Ketu, and Ketu is connected to Karakamsha, here Venus. Karakamsha planet Venus. Venus is connected to Ketu. That's why Narendra Modi is here. separated. Okay, so now we have to discuss one more topic in this, that is death of wife. So many people will generally ask, will I die first or my wife will die? So like that. So one more example is here. Let us check this also. Now the case is pending and wife filed a case against him, wife harassment case, and they are going to be separated. So here you see, from Jupiter, Venus is in the 5th house. So okay, marriage is take place, marriage taken place, but there are disturbances. Why? So you see here from Jupiter, the 7th house lord is Mars actually. Okay, so 7th house lord Mars is where? In the 12th house. Okay, is it clear? And now from Venus, 7th house lord, Sun. Where is Sun? Sun is in the 2nd house. But why? But Sun is connected to 8th house lord. Mercury is 8th house lord. This is 8th house. From Venus, Virgo will be 8th house. Venus is in Aquarius. From Aquarius, Virgo is 8th house. So that's why here also the rule is matched. That's why this native is struggling, and wife filed harassment case and the case is going on, but wife is not attending sessions. That's why decree has given in favor of him. And accidents or early death to partner. Simple rule. From Venus, wife will die first or husband will die. Like that you can predict. So this is also you can predict. From Venus, Rahu is in 1st house or 2nd house, 5th house, 6th house, 9th house, 10th house. Wife will die first and wife will get untimely death. Wife will get untimely death in male horoscope. We are talking about male horoscope. If Venus is connected to Rahu in the 1st, 5th, 9th or 2nd, 6th, 10th house, wife will die first. And the second rule here, suppose Jupiter is connected to Rahu instead of Venus, the native will die first. Jupiter and Rahu are together. From Rahu, Jupiter is in the 1st house, 2nd house, 5th house, 6th house, 9th house, 10th house. Then we can say the native will die first. Okay, this is the death of the native. So any doubts? This is actually for marriage for male native. Now I will
That means
ask.
any charts of Venus and Rahu together, we can say that the wife will go first in that native's life.
Yes, wife will die first. And we have to check degree wise also. Rahu is in higher degree and Venus is in lower degree, then this will definitely take place. Even in other context also, this will take place, but 100% we can assure, we can sure to answer. We can predict 100%. Rahu is in higher degree. For example, Rahu is here in the 20 degrees. See here. Rahu is in 15 degrees and Venus is 20 degrees. Then nothing will happen to wife. Wife may not die early. Here, if Rahu is in higher degree, so I will change. This is 15 degrees and Rahu is 20 degrees. If Rahu is in higher degree, actually it is anti-clockwise, it will go back. It will rotate anti-clockwise. That's why from 20, 19, 19, 18, 17 like this. Okay, power gone. So, no. Continue next class. Let me see.